Hello, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you are. This is Chris Quiloe, streaming from Mexico, central Mexico, from the city of Querétaro. Very close, actually. So, how are you today? I'm still a bit asleep. I'm not having daylight savings time this year. So, for me, it is 6 a.m. on a Sunday. Not that I regret waking up early, not at all. But for some of you, it's going to be 7 a.m., 8 a.m., talking about Eastern Time. So there you go. We don't have a banner today because we're going to be doing several things. I'm going to show this one later, I think. And I'm going to get started with some examples of what you can do with colored pencil and other things. Let me see where I can put this that it doesn't go there in the middle. Okay. So there you go. Let me just take out some of my material here. Get ready while people wake up. Palm Sunday, Domingo de Ramos, that would be the name in Spanish. And here we are. I was going to work with this one. Oh, it looks so cute. Okay, there you go. Let me set this up properly and set the chat with all messages so I can see you here. So there you go. Color pencils. I think this was one of the techniques that I started with. Let me just move a little bit away from the camera. I'm going to show you this technique. It's very simple. You just need to be very patient and to have a lot of layers. And it all depends on the pencils, of course. And I'm not going to take out all the pencils again because I don't have a lot of space here. But your color pencil will perform depending on the paper. This is a regular cardstock. And here I'm going to be telling you which are the pencils that we normally have here. We start with Pentel, then we have Crayola Twistables, then we have Prismacolor Junior, Derwent Artist, Big Kids. These are the old ones that I have, a barrel Prismacolor set, Very Cheap, Office Max. Here I have Premiere and Scholar. Mixed media paper. This is very, very soft opalina paper, very smooth, a surface that really, really goes easily with color pencils. And a beautiful toned paper that is very thick and that you can be using with this. Color pencils, as I said, one of my favorite things to use. You can do a lot of things here. This one has got gesso, acrylic, white, black. You can also use wash and paint on top of that. You can use mineral oil. You can use wax pencils. You can just go around and play with these. You can use water based markers. These are Staedtler. I have this set that is beautiful. You have seen some shorts. I've been using these. I'll try them not to. Just have my light here, so I don't want it to just go and have that glare there. Beautiful set of 36 colors. I have used this one quite a lot. You can use alcohol, and if you're using coloring books for adults, it's not really necessary to go crazy and buy so many. These are not Copic, these are just normal ones, and a couple of them came dry. So I wish I had bought less than this. What I normally do, it's not the best thing to do, is that I use a syringe and I inject the pencils. Have your basic swatches here so you can get to see what you're using. This one has got a broad and small tip. Quite useful. You just have to be very careful with how you use these. Make sure you protect whatever paper you're using because it bleeds. If you don't do that, you're going to damage your other surface. And just work with very, very quick streaks. Okay, there you go. This one is drying already. Hi, Stacy. Good morning. Thank you for coming. I had problems with my internet yesterday and I couldn't stay at your streaming. I don't know what was going on, but I was coming out, going out. It was just so crazy. So I hope that one day when I have something a little bit more stable, I can join you. So what can we do with these? Oh, I have a little bug here. And I don't like bugs when I work. I don't like things with more than 4 legs. That's for sure. So while I wait for this bug to fly away, let me show you what you can do with color markers, with a normal texture here. This is a green one, so let me take out a green. This one is blue. Okay. Just very, very soft layering. Don't push too much. You're going to damage your paper. Layering. I only like to layer like this. I have 2 favorite colorists whom I follow. And definitely Cut and Paste. I'm not going to mention her name, her real name, but you can find her on Instagram as Cut and Paste. I'm going to put it here, somewhere here. So we have Cut and Paste, that's one. She's amazing. She's using regular Crayola material and she produces beautiful coloring. And of course, one of my heroes, she has the same name, Chris Chen. She's got a YouTube channel. Subscribe, follow her. Her coloring is really amazing. And it's not just single color pencil. She's using mixed media. Sometimes she has videos with all her process, but in some other cases you can watch 12-minute speed coloring videos. But the techniques are the same. You have to be patient. You need to put a lot of layers, and you can use mixed media. Acrylic pens, gouache, you name it. You can put color pencil on top of anything. Oh yes, that's right. I agree, Stacy. This one, let me see if I can show you the reference. This was from Beth's Mixed Media Group. I don't know if I have good internet signal today. I have 2 internet companies right now, which is a little bit crazy, but I'll tell you why. This is the reference from Beth's Facebook group. And I'm trying this one with color pencil, and I'm going to do another one using gouache and put some accents with color pencil, especially the shadowing. It's a very, very soft one. So that's the one that I'm going to be using probably today. And you can just fall in love with color pencils, and later you're going to have a lot of them. So I'm going to tell you what I shown my student last Wednesday. It was her first class with a color pencil. So you have 2 types. You have wax color pencil, and you have here the top brands, Prismacolor, you have Premier, Junior, which used to be Scholar, and the oil-based colors. So here the top brands are Faber-Castell Polychromas and Derwent Lightfast. In general, oil-based are more expensive than wax colors, but if you want to get started and learn how to shade, then start with wax pencils. They are really, really easy to work with. Recommendation. Wax colors can come with a different consistency, and the difference comes with the pigments, the quality of the pigments, the quality of the wax, and the glue that they use to keep all the pigments and wax together. Good color pencils to start in coloring books. Pentel is good. There is another brand, I'm going to put it here, that is, I think it's French. It's the same brand of the markers that I've shown. It's this one with color pencils. They lay really softly, and you can just go and do any trick from the box. Prismacolor. Prismacolor, I have to show you something here. I have my box here with certain brands. These are Derwents, Lira or Lyra, and I'm going to take out this one. You're going to see how all these pencils are. It's Beryl Prismacolor when it was produced in the USA. I've used them, but I really want you to take note on this, because I see a lot of people wasting the pigment on premiers, and it's not needed. All my premiers, except for this one, all of them don't have a pointy tip. You don't need a pointy tip for the premiers. It's illogic to do this. If you really want a pointy one, definitely buy a cheaper wax color so you can go into the details. And I totally agree, Stacy. These, when they are not that pointy, they blend much better. I still have to get another blender. I don't have my mineral oil here, but you can also use other things to blend. And let me show you what I have here. This is a Prismacolor Scholar. now called Junior, but it's more or less the same thing. You can buy blenders. This one is a burnisher. Well, this one is different. And this one is the Splendor, Germany, and the Blender. Any work. It doesn't matter if it's a different brand. Okay, but I don't like it that much. I prefer to use mineral oil or something else. You can also use a fully wax marker, but it's going to leave, I don't know if you can see it, it's going to leave kind of a waxy coat there and a little bit white. So I don't like that one that much. Then a friend of mine recommended these pencils, German, Polycolor. But I like them. They are very easy to blend. I normally, when I want to test new material, I get the smaller set, that in this case it's the 12 colors. But the pencils are very expensive. And well, in my case that I have to buy everything imported, the cost is really, really high. I think it was close to, what, $50 or something like that? I don't remember, but it was very expensive. But I like them, and you can blend them easily. I mean, you can get a lot of colors out of the basic ones. If you have a good set with red or magenta, blue, and yellow, you can get all the colors that you need. Add a good black that covers and nice white, and you're settled down. Of course, the best wax, black and white, Prismacolor. Even if it's the Scholar one. That's for sure. So these are a good try. Then later on, a friend also recommended the Derwent Artists. I don't remember. These are add-ons because I got the basic 24 set. I like these colors a lot. They get much better, harder leads here, or leads. Oh, I don't know. I cannot think today. They don't have to be sharpened to a very, very fine tip. If I want details, I'll go for this. But you can do it, and they really don't break easily. But anyway, you have to be very careful with wax colors because they break. They break easily if you drop them. And I have here, let me see if I can find it. I have here another set that was really cute. Got this one on discount. This one, I really don't complain that much. I like this one much better. Skin tones. These are just beautiful skin tones. You have from very, very light skin tones to very, very dark ones. And they just perform beautifully. You can still see that these two, for example, are new. I have hardly used them. But they are not necessarily only for skin. You can use them as a great gray-brown set. So there you go. It's a nice tip. I don't know if they're still produced. But it was on discount when I got them. And I have had this set for at least 10 years. Okay. And what to do once you have a basic set. And when I say basic, this is what I recommend. I recommend a cheap, let me put this back in the box where it belongs. So I'm going to have a big mess here. And later on, this is going to be impossible to close. Well, the basics to start, and then you can add more. basic set, so you can get tips like this. If you're starting, this is good. And if you want to test some waxy colors, go for a Prismacolor set. And you can even start with something like this, the ones that are double. So you don't have a lot of color, you can use it, because the best thing of having material is to use it, finish everything that you have right now, and later you can go and buy new set. This is the best thing, to buy material. These are good. I don't know if these exist anymore. I got them with this really fine tip, but still I don't sharpen this. I think right now the tips are a little bit thicker, similar to the Derwent Artist's tip. And as you advance, as you learn how to blend, do mixed media, play with your material, then you can add the premieres. Now, I have this complaint, right? Hello, Marty. Good morning. How are you doing? I don't like buying material from Amazon because, let's be honest, the workers at Amazon, they just grab the things and they don't care if it's something is really fragile or not. And Prismacolor premieres are really fragile. And you have to add that the quality of the colors is not the same as it used to be. So if you're going to buy Prismacolor Premiere, go and get them physically. Go to the store and handle your set. At least I suppose that the employees at art stores will be careful with the material because they probably know, or they were told, or they were trained. But I would never ever buy a Prismacolor Premiere from Amazon because of the handling of the package. And I have heard horror stories of people just getting a set and they have broken tip after broken tip after broken tip, and that's really terrible. You can save the tips for something, but some people really don't like it. They prefer to return the set and get a new one. But anyway, yesterday I was playing with these colors and I accidentally dropped this one, and this is what happened. So my tip broke. I can still use this before I sharpen. Okay, and that's what I want to show you. This looks for a lot of people like a disaster, but it is not. You can use it. Just don't panic. Use your material. So going back to a little techniques. Markers, wash as base color. This yellow here has got gesso, and I'm going to be working a little bit with this. Okay. Ooh, Marty, you have one of the best sets there, the whole veins. Oh my God. The problem that I have, and I mentioned before, is that all the material here that I have to get is imported, you know? So everything is so costly. I just hate it. I just hate that material in general. The material that I have here available in Mexico is costly. It's imported. Right now, the relationship peso dollar is not that bad, but it's still expensive. It's very expensive. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of what I'm going to do with this little cat here. And then I'm going to show you examples of mixed media materials that I have. So let's see. Let's work a little bit with the moon. I'm going to open my reference. Make it big. Put it here. Don't forget to follow Cat and Paste in Instagram. Chris Cheng on YouTube. Chris Cheng, as I said, she's amazing. But she's got a very special way of layering colors, which for me, it takes longer. But anyway, it's her style. Let me try and find my blues so I can show you black blues. So there we go. Here we have the blues, have the purple. We have some brown here. This is a gray. We have another brown here. I'll probably use a mix of colors. I don't like staying with just one brand. I just throw in whatever I have. If it works, I'm happy. If it doesn't work, well, it's an experiment. And after showing you this, we'll go through examples. I'll show you what I got as a reference book. And then I'll probably swatch the Himi set that I got last week that I have not swatched. Had a lot of things to do this week at school, so was not good. And we're going to get to see the difference here with all the colors. Okay. So welcome back, Stacy. So here we are. We're going to get started with this experiment. Okay, let's see if it works. I'm going to start a little bit with this brown. My technique, as I told you, is just go different directions, swatching just like this. Not swatching, but just layering, sorry. I had coffee, but I still am not fully awake. But anyway, my dad was watching the Formula One yesterday, and he kept me awake for some hours, and I didn't like that at all. I try not to use the Premiere so much for examples, but I think I'll need to use that one. Okay. I'm glad I just pulled out this color. This is a Beryl Prismacolor, and it was a gift set. Anyone else would have returned this set because of this. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try and put something white here so you can get to see that the wood is damaged. But it's just at the bottom, so I don't think I'll get to use this color until it just finishes. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It's costly to return things here in Mexico, so I really don't complain. So let's go and work with this one. I do lines, but for example, Chris's Cheng style, it's small little circles. And she lays the color and then she blends. And the gesso is going to give you a beautiful texture. Here I'm mixing premieres with juniors. And it's just a matter of patience. Try to lay the color really softly. It's going to keep your tips good shape, and you can go and build different colors. That's why sometimes I don't finish the things that I color here on one single session. I'll have to be on for probably 3-4 hours, and unfortunately my daily activities won't allow this. You know, housework, the job, taking care of that. He's very independent, but still, he likes me to be keeping himself company, and he doesn't like coloring. He likes to see this when it's finished, not when it's in the process of making. He still thinks that um, coloring is for elementary school, kindergarten. So it will be very difficult to change his idea. He's 87, so he won't change his mind easily. So this bit of the moon is looking nice. I'm going to go back to this side. Probably, do I have a cream color here? What's this? This is ginger root. I need something creamy. This one's good. This one is a Premier. So let's see. Yeah, I keep all my colors organized like this and in a box. So this is a crazy way to hold the pencils, I know. I learned this when I was at elementary school, so I could change colors easily. Now I cannot do it anymore, but I was good at that. So I was a little kid with all the color sets and things like that. But now it's a little bit tiring to do this, but I could do the change faster and easily when I was in elementary school. So there you go. And I will show you a close-up here. Oh, my reference photo. Where is it? Okay, there you go. I don't know what I did to my reference photo. I think I deleted it by accident, so find it. Hello, Dawn. Good morning. Welcome. So let me go for this one. I don't know what I did. But I have got some tricks here. Let's save this one. So I can access this one much more easily. Okay, here we are. I'm going to show you a close-up. I'm doing Chris Cheng's technique right now. That is small circles, lots of patience, not impossible, but still lots of things to do here until we get to the dark area. Very lightly, and then you can start layering things. I don't know if you can see the small little circles that I'm using. So I'm going to try and do this here very close to the camera. Some colorists don't show you so many tricks, and then you can see very, very frustrated people in coloring groups asking, how do I do that? How do I do that? It's impossible for me. It's not impossible, it's that they don't have close-ups and they don't want people to know. But as I don't monetize, I don't have a lot of subscribers, it's going to take me years. I've been here on YouTube for 6 years and I haven't been able not even to get 1,000 subscribers, not even the 4,000 hours that you're supposed to have, watch hours. So I don't mind showing you tips because for me to reach those numbers in the near future, not really. I will have to do crazy things like other colorists, like, for example, uh, drawing with only blue or just with a red color, or testing 1,000 brands of color pencils. So there's no budget for that. Impossible. And last year, the big channels that I followed were very exaggerated in their challenges, that I was like, no way I can do that. I'm going to use a cream peachy color here, just to blend this a little bit, because I like the texture of gesso. So there you go. I don't know if you could see this better, but I was drawing here very close to you. Yeah. So there you are, mixing and things like that. Okay, I'll continue with this, but I'm going to show you what I mentioned before. Don't panic if this happens. You can still use the pencil, but you have to be very careful. So for this one, the control of your pencil, it's important. If you're working with finer details, just grab it close. If you want a freer way to lay down this, go for a medium hold and do short strokes, different directions. Move your paper if needed. And the good thing about pencils is that you can lay dark color, then a medium color, and finally the light color. But in this case, as I want consistency, I started with a light color. Then I have a dark blue, not the darkest in this set, but a dark blue. My strokes are like uneven, because that's the idea, not to have something that could look like a pattern. It's the sky, anyway. And here it comes. This one, I'm going to sharpen this one, of course, but if you are careful with the tip, you can still use this one, not trashing it right away. And you can still use it. It's probably going to break eventually because it will go very thin, but at least I can say that I would have used a little bit of the color. Okay. Yes, Marty. We don't have Gamsol here, but we have mineral oil. Okay. Thank you, Don. Thank you very much. But here we use, I don't know if it's a correct translation, it's probably the same thing. I think Gamsol is what we have here as gasolina blanca, that we can get at painting dealers or something like that. And you can blend that easily. I remember seeing a YouTuber, but I cannot remember the name of the product. Hi, Dana. Good morning. But she saved the broken tips into not plastic containers, as far as I remember, but little glass things. And she used this product to melt the tips. So one night, you just need one night. The next day, you have liquid color pencil. So I saw that like a year ago. I think I have the video on my playlist, but I will have to go and find it and later share it to you and try to find the product. or something equivalent. Because I have tried with thinner, I have tried different things, but I haven't gotten the result that she has got. But I do want to see if I can reproduce the result of liquid color pencil, because then it will be very easy. Imagine this is the container. You'll have it here closed, and then you will just use a brush, paint with your liquid color pencil, and then add details with this. So that's fantastic. Hello, Miriam. I know you have things to do. I think you mentioned it's Passover, right? So you have an event going on. So guys, Miriam is not streaming today. I won't stream for that long because I really don't want to make a lot of noise. My dad is sleeping. He went to bed at 2 a.m. So I'll probably hear until 7:15, 7:20. That would be what, 8, 9:15, 9:24 Eastern time. But just to show you how you can have fun with these. That's interesting. Spike lavender or zest. I will have to see if those products are available here, Dawn. But thank you very much for the suggestion, because I like the texture of the paper like this, but definitely I would like to blend the background and keep the texture just for the cat, just for the kitty cat. Okay. I don't have here the example. I forgot to bring it down, but I will show it to you on my next stream. How to blend acrylics and color pencil. I have something here and markers as well, but I love this. I'm going to show you, before I continue, what I finished off camera yesterday. I was with Beth and Pam, and we were painting a bunny. And you probably saw what I posted on Facebook. And I told you, this is still a work in progress because I have to finish this. I have to finish the ground. Okay, so there you go. Now it's finished. Mixed media, fully mixed media. So here I have watercolor for the background, the rabbit, the flowers. I have some color pencil for parts of the flowers. And then I use a Derwent Inktense for the grass. Could be like this, same color. The grass, the shadow. There we go. And you can still finish this up, adding with your pencil more texture. And that's the beauty of mixing all these. Okay. So color pencils are just good for front texture. If you can add it here. That's why I have not signed this one. Okay, but good experiment here. A very, very good experiment. I don't know what I did with here. I need this one. So you can scribble some lines and add some grass texture on top of the Inktense. And there you go. Just don't be afraid to use the material. As I mentioned before, the best thing to use your material is that if it finishes, if it wears out, you can buy another one. And by the way, hello, Becky. Good morning. I'm just so intrigued because last Thursday, I got an announcement from Derwent And they have 28 new Inktense colors. I got the 72 set, so I was like, oh my god, no, 28 new colors. That's my favorite medium to use. I have not only the colors, but I have the pen. This is one of my favorite things to use. Okay, so I hope that if Derwent listens to this video, or somebody can let them know, I would like that 28 new range of colors to be sold separately, not only the complete sets, but something like this, or just the 28 colors, so we can complement the previous set, because my 72 set is barely new. I have not used that much. Oh, there we go. But I love this one. And this one is worn. This one is broken. So I have really used this one. So imagine 28 new colors. That's just amazing. But anyway, so I hope you like the bunny, the tips, things like that we have here. I'm going to show you what you can do with markers and colors. First of all, reference material. This book has been with me like 20 years. Beautiful book. I'm going to hold it like this, so eliminate the glare. Techniques. You can sketch, you can do sgraffito, you can do composition, pencil and markers, light, mixing media, what I've been doing. Linear marks, I mean, look at this. But here I'm going to finish your pencils really, really fast. You can do things like this. You can use graphite and pencil, and how to handle pencils. So this one is full of examples. I'll try not to shine that much on camera. Okay, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to show you. But all these, it's colored pencil, and it's very, very inspiring. From wax pencils to watercolor pencils, hard, soft pencils, pastel pencils. So here you have everything. You have part one with techniques in alphabetical order with examples. And once you have practiced your techniques, then you can go to the second part. Let me just go and drop this second part. You can go and start with themes, linear ones. This is good. Landscape, townscapes. I mean, color studies. Color pencil doesn't have to be realistic, but still you can have beautiful things just with lines or with blocking colors. So it's a good way to get pencils. And here I have one, but I just don't remember the page, but I just want you to see it. I mean, look at this one. It's very dynamic, and it's just these sewing items and just with lines. It looks like you can do the same effect with water-based. Hatching, linear marks. This is what we're having here. But there's one here. There's one example here. Oh, this is the one. I'm going to hold it as close to the camera as I can, so you can get to see what you can do with this. I'm trying to hold this really, really close. My delay confuses me still so much. This one is called the Blue Cup. This is color pencil, and it looks like a photo. It's amazing. And the technique is just gradations. Just layer after layer after layer until you can master the metal, the china, the cloth. I mean, and look at these, the way of shadows, the way the wood, the light. No, this one is just amazing. It will take me a year to do something like this because of my schedule. But anyway, I hope you're getting inspired with this, because we have a lot of examples in this book. I'm going to show on camera the information of the book. Okay. I don't want to do more hyper realism anymore, Miriam. I think it's just too hard. Just in case you want to get the book, or maybe it's still in print. I don't know. As I told you, this book is particularly old, at least 15 years old. So that's a long time for this. Okay. Now, I normally use mixed media with color pencils in books like this, and this book is a mess. But anyway, I'll show you some examples of what I have here, something that is not finished yet. This was my first Kerby Rosales book, and I'm going to get another one. What bothered me here from this book, I like the animals, but I don't like the small little ones. They just drive me crazy. So this one is not finished. I don't know when I will finish, because maybe I still don't have, maybe I don't have the colors anymore. This one is not finished yet, but I have got acrylic in the background, markers, and color pencil for the shadows. And this one, I just did a lot of colors with little animals, ghosts, whatever is going on there. And I transformed the horses into unicorns. If you have this book, these are horses. These are not unicorns. This one is not ready yet. Here, what I don't like about this is that you have to complete this using your own imagination with doodles. So a lot of people didn't like this book because of that. This one looks much better. It doesn't have a lot of those crazy things going around. But you see, this is cute. But to do exactly what Kerby is doing here, there, it's going to take some time. Okay, so there you go. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you for coming. See you later. I'm going to jump here, the peacock. Something that I like. The main figure of the animal is right here, directly in the spine. And unless you break the spine, you will be able to see this properly. And I don't like to do this one. Okay. Bye, Becky. Thank you very much for coming. Zebras. I want to jump to something that is finished. Okay, this one is finished. A couple of octopus, acrylic, water-based markers, color pencil, metallic markers, and glossy acrylic. So this is one, and this is the other one. I like octopuses. I don't like to eat them. This one is also one of my favorites. Black acrylic, Inktense pencil, and color pencils. So there you go. Let me see what else I have here. This one is not finished yet. I still have to add black acrylic here, get more shadows. I started this one, but it's not finished. Let me see. I'm going to jump to this one that is also one of my favorites. Reference photos, of course. Here I have all the little animals except for a few with black acrylic, Prismacolor for the glow, and everything here it's I think I used water-based markers and color pencil. The feathers are textured. I'm going to put this one as a close-up so you can more or less see the technique that I'm using. It takes time. It takes time to layer all this. I'm not going to lie. I cannot work more than 2 hours in a row with things like this, so it takes me months to complete this. And another one that is complete is this one. It's this big squid. Same. This was my first one trying the Inktense. So Inktense, color pencils, black acrylic. I love to use black acrylic or very dark blue acrylic on Kirby Rosanes' book. And then this one was really nice. If you have the book, you will see, and I have a video on my channel with the process. The orcas were not correctly drawn. I mean, the eye patches, the tails were like, oh, that's the only thing that I didn't like about this book. The orcas were creepy. So sorry, Kirby, if one day you watch this video, but I just didn't like the way you drew the orcas here. This is my favorite animal. The first animal I learned to draw accurately was an orca whale and a dolphin. So I have studied these animals for years. They are different species, different families. The eye patches are different per family. The dorsal fin is different per family. This saddle mark is different in each individual, and they also have special markings here. It's like they're digital. Our digital prints that we have here is the equivalent here. The faces, the way the face is shaped is different per family. There are a lot of orca species. They have different dialects, and these dialects are like our languages. They just cannot communicate. If you join a family from the North Atlantic with a family that lives in Vancouver, they cannot just communicate. They're just different individuals, different habits, different routines. Some of them are residents. They stay in the same area. Some others are transient. They travel all around the world. So these are fascinating animals, and I love this. But anyway, a lot of story, a lot of information. Another example, this one is really a really good material, good books by Selena. I cannot pronounce her last name. And what I like about these books is that the drawings are repeated. That is, they have the same drawing. In case you mess up, you can find the same drawing in the second part of the book. So you have a second set in case you mess up. Here you have mermaids. This is color pencil only, except for a metallic marker here, but everything here is color pencil. And this one, I'm just going to show you, alcohol markers. Of course, this page was protected. Alcohol markers, color pencil. Just have fun with this. Acrylic to eliminate the dark lines for some areas, not for everything. Okay, so hello Raul, good morning. I haven't done much. This was another example of alcohol markers with color pencils. Original drawing. I didn't copy this one from no one. This is my original drawing. Keep it here. But there you go. This is something that you can do. And if you really have a lot of time and you don't want to do anything but just to color around, you can get one of these. Got this from Amazon, color by numbers. What I like is that everything here is gray. I'm just going to show a sample page here. So the lines are really faint gray, even the numbers. You have blocks, you have, I don't know if they're hexagons or pentagons. Really nice. You have the clue here at the back. And if you really have a lot of time in your hands, you can do something like this. Markers. I only use this book for markers. And there you go. Or you can spend hours with the following. Okay, let me show it. Raul, you're going to like this one. So there you go. Pointagism with markers. Just like that. You have your guide. And just go ahead and dot everything until you get tired of finish. I'm probably not going to be doing this in the near future. I've done a lot. Most of this book in the blocks is pointagism. When I have the hexagons, no problem, but look at this one. Okay. This one, Paris with squares. This one took ages, I remember. Ages to finish this one. Weeks and weeks. Good technique for not thinking, for not worrying. Okay. And that's it. That's mainly what I have from this book. Not doing much recently. Okay. So let's see how we're doing. 7:07. Okay. So I'm not going to be on for a longer time. I'm just going to be advancing this one a little bit more. So if you have questions or something, drop them in the chat so we can answer them. So there you go. I better use something to cover, or my hands are going to start smearing this. And that's not going to be nice. I mean, I like doing circles, but I think it's faster just to put strokes like this. And color pencil, gouache, whatever you choose, very relaxing. No big deal with these. Let me just have my protective thing here so I can go right to the edge. Okay. And as this is a sample for my private class, I have to finish this one. My student has got homework. I'm going to try and show you her homework. And I also have to do that one, but I don't know if I will finish. I have a week of vacation right now. I have like 1 week, one more week. I'll go back to classes next Tuesday, but this is the image that my student got for homework, this butterfly. So I haven't tried and do this one as well. She was instructed to use mixed media. So what I will do here is definitely go for alcohol markers for the background. This one, cheap ones. Okay. So to keep the background out of focus. And then I will use alcohol or normal water-based for this. I don't know if it's a leaf that this butterfly is standing on. And then I will use for the butterfly the technique that I'm using here. Maybe for these yellow parts, I'll probably use watercolor. So it's just making decisions out of this, but this is also my homework. I don't think I'll finish it because it's for this Wednesday, but anyway, I'll try. And maybe I will use toned paper, the one that I've shown at the beginning of the stream. This kind of paper that is really good for color pencil because of the texture that you can get. And there we go. Thank you, Raul. I'm going to use this time to rest, definitely, to prepare the second part of my classes and semester, because that's also important, and to evaluate. I have some compositions and videos to evaluate between today and tomorrow. And then after that, it's just 6 weeks more, another week of vacation, which is nice, and then summer courses. Remember that I'm a full-time teacher, so we get to have summer school, summer classes. Summer classes are a little bit tiring because they're 5 hours almost every day, at least from Monday to Thursday. So it's very tiring for the students and for the teachers. And then during the last 2 weeks of July, I get another week off in July, week and a half probably. And then in July, we have some special courses for teachers. So my students during July are teachers who will give their subjects in English. So we have to perfect their pronunciation and correct some grammar or spelling mistakes, because believe it or not, sometimes the students that we have very good levels of English. So they are very good communicators. They speak very well, and they complain about the teachers not having the same levels of English. You're invited to, actually, we need native speakers who want to come and teach here at my university. So if you have a master's degree, if you have experience, working experience, and you're a native speaker, you're so welcome to come and teach here, because we urgently need professionals who are native speakers. Unfortunately, Mexico has got very good professionals in their areas, but according to the European Common Frame of Levels of English, they need to be a C1 or a B2 plus. But I have got students with a C1 in classes, and those are very scary to get. They're very good at speaking and writing. But anyway, if you're interested to come here and teach for at least 1 year in Mexico, in a very nice city that is Querétaro, you will have a very close accommodation to the university that is outside the city, but not so far away, like 9 miles from downtown. You get a lot of things in the area to do. You can go to very close towns like San Miguel de Allende, that has got a lot of American population, and it's mostly a very touristic part. Then you are 2 hours and 30 minutes away from Mexico City, another big touristic area. The airport connects you to Dallas and Houston on a daily basis with 2 frequencies, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So there you go. I cannot, and the students have asked me, can you give classes in English? And I'm like, I have a little problem there. The university works with something that it's called job experience. So I don't have work experience that can be verified by the university in a company doing things like this. So that's why I cannot give my classes in English. Drawing or tutoring or whatever in English in majors like graphic design or architecture or fashion design, that in the first semesters they learn to do this and then they go digital. I just gonna do it because the university considers that giving private classes is not verifiable working experience, believe it or not. So anyway, that's why I'm stuck in English as foreign language department. So there you go. Okay. There you go. Let me check my time here. Go back to this. Okay, 7:15. So there you go. I heard my father waking up, but I suppose he saw it was too early, so he went back to sleep. But anyway, I'm going to stop my stream soon because it's a reality. Some people don't watch the replay for more than 1 hour, 15, 20 minutes. But there you go, guys. Okay, so what I'll be doing the rest of the day would be swatching some gouache here off camera, finishing this one, probably working with the same cat because I want to test the set that I've just shown. So I repeated the same drawing, but this one is going to be totally with wash. It's a good way to test your material using different media. And of course, going to my internet site, my platform, to finish grading my orals, my writings. I'm going to show you before I go my box, but let me return my premieres to where they belong. And then I'm going to show you my color box. This is where I have everything. Okay, I have to bend down. I'm going to move this because I want to. Very good. Not sure, Raul, not very sure if that's okay. I hope I don't go and trash things here. But this is my color box. Love this one. And this box is very old, but I have got all my material here. Some wax markers, liquid pen, things, nibs and things like that. I have here another color with 4 pigments. And this is where I keep the Prismas and the Lyra colors, the Derwent. Here is where they live, in this very protected area. This is the cheap color bundle. Here I have the Derwents, the Prismacolors, and the Lyras, the other Lyras. There you go. Okay, so there you go. This one closes properly. No big deal. Safe. My father bought me this one when he went to the USA long time ago before starting my university, and this is where I keep part of my material with my mobile studio. So there you go. So hello Vanessa, welcome. Good morning. So this is what we have been doing today. As you can see, not much. I have here nice introduction at the beginning with markers and some materials that you can use. But there you go. Mostly, this is what we have. All my material is in pencil cases like this, bundles with elastics, just trying to make sure it's reachable. So there you go. So time to go and prepare breakfast for my dad, because he's going to be waking up very, very, very easily. So you can use any type of boxes to keep your material, Marty. This was designed especially for artists. Now they're very expensive, so I'm thankful my dad got that one for me. And I have tool boxes for regular tools, nails and screwdrivers and things like that, that I also keep the material there. I have plastic beans, show beans. They're like more or less this big. And they are also good for keeping the material. The important thing is that when you move these around, the pencils, whatever they are not necessarily prone to break, if I can put it like that. And this month, it's my birthday. Oh my God, I'm nervous. So my birthday is going to be on a Tuesday. I won't be streaming on a Tuesday because I have classes, but my birthday will be on April 25th. And I'm already thinking what I'm going to get as a birthday present. And I have been checking the sets of Polychromos and Derwent. And I insist, if Derwent sees this one day, please sponsor me. I would like to have a set that I can review. So I'm thinking about the Light Fast Derwent or the Polychromos, because I don't have any oil color pencil. Everything that I have is wax, and that would be fantastic. So if anybody knows a representative of Derwent, tell them to come and sponsor me. I can really use their material to the fullest, and I have a lot of Derwent sets. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop the streaming here. Have a very, very nice Sunday. If you watch this on replay, please subscribe and share. Share my channel. Share it to Derwent. That would be kind of a command. Please share it to Derwent. So see you guys. Thank you very much for coming. And I'm going to go now. And have a nice Sunday. Bye-bye.